Wrong. I don't know what the plural is. The two things I learned was it's sauna, not sauna. And it's not weird to go to the sauna naked with your family. Americans who naked. Alright. Okay, we're going to play Catan in English and Latin. So, good luck to all three teams. Team A is PC, Team B is North Carolina, Team C is Indiana. So, here we go. Concept question number 1. What Greek god, known by the epithets Enosigaios and Enosikthon, was the father of such characters as Rhode, Hycnus, Bellerophon, That's not correct. Repeat for teams B and C. What Greek god, known by the epithets Enosigaios and Enosikthon, was the father of such characters as Rhode, Hycnus, Bellerophon, and Theseus?
Poseidon.
Poseidon is correct. And the rest of the questions read and ruled the seas. You are correct. First bonus, Team C. What Nereid was Poseidon's wife and the queen of the seas?
Yeah. I defer to that. Oh, Amphitrite?
Amphitrite is correct. And your second bonus, with what deity did Poseidon contend for the patronage of Corinth?
Are you sure? Okay. Hera?
It was not. It was Helios. But you have the toss-up in first bonus, 15 points for Team C on question 1. Toss-up question number 2. Provide the form of the Latin noun munus needed to render the following English sentence into Latin. Oh, what a beautiful gift. Munus is correct. Your first bonus. Now do the same for this sentence if you were to use the word obloquiscor as the main verb. Do not forget the gifts.
Lodi obloquiscor.
Because when I said do the same, the toss-up said provide the form of the Latin noun munus. That's the word I need. But that was great, by the way.
Did I get that one right?
Yeah. Imperatives of deponents are not easy. That was good. Second bonus, so do the same. For this sentence, Cicero intended that toga as a gift for his brother. Muneri. It would be a double B. All right, so 10 points for Team B on question number 2. Toss-up question number 3. What ex-dictator strongly resisted Scipio's wish to take the Second Punic War to mainland Rome? More information. Avery, what do you want? All right, there's an interesting procedural thing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have both of you answer the bonus. So the answer is Quintus Fabius Maximus or Quintus Fabius Quintus. All that was fine. Quintus Fabius was not sufficient in itself. The problem we have is you said Quintus Fabius. Then when I asked for more, you said Quintilius Fabius. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do there. So we're going to do some righty-downy things. So I want you guys to write it down. I want you guys to write it down. Yeah, it's just relax. I put the air moving. Is it getting cooler in here, or am I just sort of not used to it? That's a really good point. All right, so teams A and B, you may confer, but you might not want to confer too loudly since the other team might hear you. But both of you, please write down the answer to this bonus. The first bonus is, what position did Punctator hold in 215 BC at the same time as an augurship, a feat not repeated until the time of Sulla? What position did Punctator hold in 215 BC at the same time as an augurship, a feat not repeated until the time of Sulla? Pontifex Maximus. Your second bonus, for both of you, write it down. Who was Punctator's Magister Equitum, who disagreed with his tactics and ended up leading a divided command? Who was Punctator's Magister Equitum, who disagreed with his tactics and ended up leading a divided command? His name is Minucius Rufus. Okay, so what we're going to do, don't award either team points. So either you or you is going to get 10 points added to the score we announced at the end. All right, someone get your 10 points. We'll figure it out. All right, cool. Pause the question. Number 4. Of pinna, cochlea, malleus, and ossicle, what word related to the human ear refers to any small bone, such as ossicle is correct, such as the 3 tiny bones in the ear? Your first bonus, team A. Of pinna, cochlea, malleus, and ossicle, what part of the human ear gets its name from its snail or shell-like shape? That is correct. And your second bonus, the aural ossicles are the malleus, incus, and stapes. Give the English meaning of any 2 of these 3 Latin words. Malleus, incus, and stapes, so stapes. Please.
Malleus is the hammer. I don't have a responsibility for that.
3 are the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. So any 2 of those. Incus is an anvil, and stapes means stirrup. So 15 points on question 4 for team A. Toss question number 5. In its 4th book, what work describes the Usipeti and Teneteri, excuse me, I'm going to start it. In its 4th book, what work describes the Usipeti and Teneteri, as well as Ambiorix, and then transitions to and then transitions to narrating 2 invasions of Britain by the forces of Julius Caesar? Your first round is Team A. The 7th book of that work, which discusses the campaigns of 52 BC, focuses on Caesar's fight against what Gallic coalition leader? Please. Yes. Your second bonus. Dubious sequels of Caesar's main 2 works describe wars in 3 main regions. Name any 2 of the 3 regions, but also provide the titles for works in this so-called Corpus Caesarianum. Please. AD under Hadrian. Set on a massive 145 meter by 100 meter base, this Deca-style Corinthian temple with double peli was built over the ruins of Nero's Domus Sivorum.
Buzz wrongly, but kept on.
Not correct. I'll repeat for teams A and B. Construction on this building began in 121 AD under Hadrian. Set on a massive 145 meter by 100 meter base, this Deca-style Corinthian temple with double peli was built over the ruins of Nero's Domus Aurea. What was this largest temple in Rome, dedicated to both the city's patron goddess and please. That's correct. The Temple of Venus in Rome. It was dedicated to both the city's patron goddess and the city itself, and you get the visual.
Wow.
Your first bonus. This is a map of the Roman and Imperial Fora. The Temple of Venus in Roma is number 20. What Latin term describes the type of building numbered 13, 14, and 19? Answer, please. No, those are basilica. Your second bonus. Many Roman leaders were eager to leave their mark on the city and did so by adding fora adjacent to the Roman Forum. Who was responsible for adding the forum marked number 2, whose most remarkable monument still stands today in its northwest corner? Trajan. That's where Trajan's called. So 10 points on question 6. Would you please show the crowd? Now, we do not have a large crowd, but this is very important to me. Please show the crowd.
Ooh.
I feel like that was a really good effort for what we had there. All right, 10 points for Team A on question number 6. And now we'll do question number 7, because that's the way it works. Lesson 7. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Portis apertis, boves ex opido cucurebur. Agree? That's correct. All right. Your first bonus, Team A. Translate this sentence from Latin to English. Nucem solus videre vocul possumus. Yes, please. Yeah, that's correct. And your second bonus, translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Vir vulneratus, magna cum voce exclamatis.
Just the sentence.
Vir vulneratus, magna cum voce exclamatis. And I need your answer, please.
Man will shout with great voice.
Yep, that is correct. So 20 points for Team A on question number 7. Pause for question number 8. What schoolmate of Rufinus, whom he later attacked in an apologia, wrote a...
Nicholas.
That's not correct. I'll repeat for teams A and B. What schoolmate of Rufinus, whom he later attacked in an apologia, wrote a late De Viris Illustribus and used his skill in Hebrew to translate the Bible to Romans correct. Your first bonus. What 1st century BC author, a friend of Catullus, also wrote a De Viris Illustribus, as well as the works Chronica and Exemplar? Cornelius Nepos is correct. Your second bonus. Suetonius's De Viris Illustribus survives only in one section, which discusses what two sorts of people. Grammarians and orators. It's rhetorics. So 15 points on question number 8. Toss-up question number 9. Over which area of the underworld would you find the Hecatonchires standing? Arteries is correct. Standing guard in order to keep the Titans and other evildoers within. Your first bonus. Who was punished in Tartarus by spinning on a flaming wheel? Ixion is correct. Your second bonus. What creature with 100 snake heads was the son of Gaia and Tartarus? Answer, please.
No. I'm captain. Ah, okay.
15 points on question number 9. Also question number 10. When recognized by the spotter, perform or explain the following command. Humi sedanes, thot sonum lacrimantiv Avery. I'm hoping for something a little more expressive, but it just doesn't work. It was Humi sedanes, thot sonum lacrimantis hominis, so just sit on the ground and cross. Your first bonus, now perform or explain this command. Ridentes state et vehementer plaudite moderatori. Ridentes state et vehementer plaudite moderatori.
No, laughing, stand, and imitate
I like applaud. We were talking in the room, it was like, it could be like flat, which is not as polite, but also correct. So that's correct. Your second bonus. Now perform or explain this command. Quasi dormientes ponete capita vestra supra mensam. That is correct. So 20 points, 14A on question 10. And if we can have a score, please.
Today with 110, TV with 18. Only,
Okay.
we have 1 to, we have 1 to 10. And we have power. And then over here we have 15.
All right. Woo! Do this all day. Toss of 11. What author was forced to investigate the claims of cannibalism that he had made when he was exiled to Egypt?
C3.
Ovid.
That's not correct. I'll repeat for teams A and B. What author was forced to investigate the claims of cannibalism that he had made when he was exiled to Egypt for insulting Domitian in one of his mocking?
A3. P3.
Juvenal is correct, one of his mocking satires. Your first bonus. What elegist was not exiled to Egypt, but was punished by Augustus for erecting statues there while serving as the province's governor? What elegist was not exiled to Egypt, but was punished by Augustus for erecting statues there while serving as the province's governor? Need an answer, please. It's Cornelius Gallus. Your second bonus is, what man from Juvenal's time was born in Egypt and performed at the court of Domitian before being executed by the emperor? Juvenal's time, was born in Egypt and performed at the court of Domitian before being executed by the emperor. Answer, please. His name is Paris. No. So 10 points for Team B on question 11. Pass to question number 12. Listen carefully to the following passage about Certamen, which I will read twice, keeping in mind that tineo means to buzz. Then respond in English to the questions that follow. In Certamen, moderator legit, cur patiebatur ulixes, multas tempestates in pelago. Discipula quaedam primum tinuit et laete declaravit. Clare secundum Homerum, quia oculum filii Poseidonis perforaret. Tum audacter nomen suum verum daret. Repeating. In Certamen, moderator legit, cur patiebatur ulixes, multas tempestates in pelago. Discipula quaedam primum tinuit et laete declaravit. Clare secundum Homerum, quia oculum filii Poseidonis perforaret. Tunc audacter nomen suum verum daret. The question, who rang the buzzer?
Avery.
A certain student. That is correct. Who rang the buzzer first? Your first bonus. The story continues. Moderator responded, ne paenetet, sed non accipered tuum responsum possum. Debes Neptunum, non Poseidonum nomina visse, ab nomen Romanum. Why is the moderator sorry? Yeah, that's correct. So all they needed was they couldn't accept the answer. In your second bonus, keeping in mind the keeping in mind the correction, what would a correct answer to the moderator's original question be? The original question said, cur patiebatur ulixes, multas tempestates, and remember you could answer in English. So he should have said, Ulysses angered Neptune, or blinded Neptune's son, not blinded Poseidon's son. You just said, Neptune's son. Yeah. So 15 points. Yeah. Tasha, question 13. After killing his wife's first husband Tantalus, what son of Atreus and Europa married her, led 100 ships?
C4.
Oedipus?
That's not correct.
E2.
That's not correct. Repeat for Team B. After killing his wife's first husband Tantalus, what son of Atreus and Europa married her, led 100 ships to Troy, and commanded the combined forces of Greece there?
E3.
Agamemnon is correct. Your first bonus. What city, founded by Perseus, did Agamemnon rule? Answer, please. Say again. Mycenae is correct. Your second bonus. Who was the father of both Clytemnestra's first husband Tantalus and her lover Aegisthus?
Can you repeat the question?
Who was the father of both Clytemnestra's first husband Tantalus and her lover Aegisthus? Answer, please. His name is Thyestes. So 15 points for Team B on question 13. Now, question 14. The cities of Caesarea and Tingis gave their names to two Roman provinces, which had previously been part of what African kingdom usurped by
Carthage.
That's not correct. I will repeat for teams A and B. The cities of Caesarea and Tingis gave their names to two Roman provinces, which had previously been part of what African kingdom usurped by Claudius in 44 AD.
Yeah.
It's not correct. It's, well, I mean, kind of close. It's Mauritania. You needed to get the king. So Mauritania was correct, so no points on question number 14. Toss-up question number 15. Without using a compound, give a Latin synonym of steel.
A3.
It's not correct.
C2.
Nosco.
Nosco is not a compound. So Nosco is correct. 10 points for Team C. Your first bonus. Without using a compound, give a Latin synonym of ubeo.
Can you repeat?
Without using a compound, give a Latin synonym of ubeo.
Impero.
Impero is correct. It's actually not a compound. I thought for sure it was. but it's not. You could have also said mono. Your second bonus, give a Latin antonym for earths.
Bruce.
Bruce is fine. That was so fine. 20 points for Team C on question 15, and the score, please.
Team A with 125, Team B with 35, and Team C with 25.
Yay! All right, we're gonna keep going. 16. Provide the form of the verb quaero needed to render the following English sentence into Latin. Who, searching for truth,
E3.
quaerens is correct. The sentence was, who, searching for truth, will not find happiness. Your first bonus. Provide the form of the verb quaero needed to render this sentence into Latin. The thieves, about to look for the treasure, were captured. Provide the form of the verb quaero needed to put this sentence into Latin. The thieves, about to look for the treasure, were captured.
The verb.
And please,
tourism.
quaesitur. And your second bonus, provide the form of the verb quaero needed to put this sentence into Latin. We must search for our 10 sheep. We must search for our 10 sheep, but I need an answer. Quairendi sunt. So 10 points on question 16 for Team B. Also question number 17. What Latin word with what meaning does the pharmaceutical abbreviation RX period Recape take is correct. Your first bonus, Team A. If your doctor tells you to take a medication, P period, R period, N period, how often are they suggesting that you take it? As often as needed is correct. Your second one is what Latin word with what meaning does the medical abbreviation GTT period stand for?
No.
First. So 15 points for Team A on question 17. That's question number 18. What consul had been sent by the Senate to suppress a rebellion of farmers in Florence and later march on Rome in 78 BC, where he was... Yes, please.
Sorry.
Seedlaw.
That's
That's not correct. I'll repeat for Team B. What consul had been sent by the Senate to suppress a rebellion of farmers in Florence and later marched on Rome in 78 BC, where he was defeated by Pompey? Yep.
hold on.
It's Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, the father of the Trojan leader, Marcus Aemilius. So you could have just said Lepidus, you didn't need it. No points on question number 18. Also question number 19. What author says he wouldn't have opposed being an auctioneer or payment collector like his father?
Horse.
Horace is correct, but instead learned from Orbilius to write works like Epodes and Odes. Your first bonus, Team C. The poem in Horace's satires that discusses his father is actually dedicated to what man, who is also addressed in the first satire and at the beginning of the Odes?
Go for it. Lucilius?
It's Maecenas.
Oh.
Your second bonus. Horace also writes that he was actually recommended to Maecenas by what man? An author of a De Morte who helped prepare the Aeneid for publication after Virgil's death.
Various Rufus.
Various Rufus is correct. So 15 points for Team C after on question 19, and our score is...
Team A with 140, Team B with 45, and Team C with 50.
All right, final toss-up question number 20. What Aetolian warrior who overcame an ambush by Mayon and his Theban comrades while returning from an embassy on behalf of the Seven against Thebes was the father of Diomedes? What Aetolian warrior who overcame an ambush by Mayon and his Theban comrades while returning from an embassy on behalf of the Seven against Thebes was the father of Diomedes?
Team 2,
Adrastus?
Not correct. Allah. Good answer.
A2,
Not correct.
B1.
No. Starts with a T, ends with an ideas. So no points on question 20, so our final score.
Team A 140, Team B 45, and Team C 50.
Good job. We won't know until tomorrow. So I wrote down what happened, and we'll discuss it, but we are not doing any protest stuff tonight because it's like almost fellowship time. So we're going to meet in the morning. So that's the score as written, and again, one of you two teams will get 10 points. Okay. Thanks, guys.